now the weather. It'll be cool, showery and rather windy today. Some of the showers are likely to be quite heavy, possibly with thunder, but with intervals of sunshine. Temperatures below average for June, and the winds will be westerly, fresh to strong and rather gusty.
The weather forecast notwithstanding, by the time Jubilee Day dawned at Iwerne Minster, the village was already decorated for its celebration. The manner of the decorations matched the village and its mood, tidy, discreet, orderly and thoroughly considered.
I wouldn't be doing this normally. I'm a plumber on Blandford Camp. A bit different, isn't it? But you know what it is. The women have their say. These flowers were made by my wife's aunt. She's 85. She's got some arthritis in her hands. And of course, we asked her if she'd like to make them. She was quite willing. She sort of jumped at the chance when she knew what it was for. We had this idea. And I've got to take a photograph just so that you can see what her finished product is. If you just move that way a little bit, please. Right?
I'm 93 years of age, unfortunately. I can remember Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee. I can only remember that the houses were decorated with flowers, flags, and a big bonfire. Not much else.
I remember the Jubilee particularly, don't you? Because Billy Crab, the milkman, decorated the milk float and he put all the gay ribbons and horse brasses on the dear old horse that knew every milk stop. And he headed the procession. Because I remember it particularly because I had my camera with me and I had to run in front of him and take him as he headed the procession with the children behind in their fancy dresses. And there was this beautiful procession. I climbed up into the bank. I took it from behind as well. And I remember that particularly. In fact, I have a shot of that now.
At one time, we had a big house here with a squire and lots of work people. Everyone worked for him, didn't they? And there were crowds of children in all the cottages. But now, of course, the cottages are full of elderly people whose families have gone away or whose families never came. So our school has 42 children, I think, whereas it used to be 60s and 70s.
Now I want you to line up by the gates. Infants with a junior. Make sure you leave enough room for the gate to open. That'll do. Sort yourselves out. Helen at the back. Don't need to hold hands if you don't want to. It's a very special day, isn't it, today? What special day is it today? Why are we all here dressed up in these funny shirts? Stephen Cuff.
The Queen's Silver Jubilee.
The Queen's Silver Jubilee. What does that mean? What does that mean? Please? She's reigned for 25 years. We've had a queen for 25 years, so we're very lucky. Now, there's lots of things to do today, so we're going to start the day off with a little prayer that we often say. Dear Lord Jesus, we shall have this day only yours. Before it is gone, help us to do all the good we can, so that today is not wasted day. Right, forward. Not too fast, you've got short legs at the back.
a lot of people put a lot of work into it. We're very disappointed that in the weather, for one thing, you know, and that people didn't actually get going until we got to the final event.
Let's hit the tram.
I think the people of the village are a little bit shy, you know, a little bit reserved. They don't come forward like we would like them to.
Well, in view of
Just long enough for us to have tea. We're
gonna have tea outside.
we're staying outside. Yeah.
Splendid. Pound. No overstepping. Go on. Very impressed, Bartlett. Very impressed. You bugger. You bugger.
I'll take one or two squashes with me.
How are you, my
I
dear?
don't know how to surprise you.
Can I offer you a plate?
You can indeed.
How kind you are.
What a disappointment.
Oh, a tea.
I am going.
I've never seen how they work before.
Would you like the job of the King of Great Britain?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it's good fun to inspect the soldiers, so we love to travel.
What about you?
I like to collect money.
You'd like to collect money?
Yeah.
And what would you do with it all?
Spend it.
All on yourself?
No, give it to the poor.
Do you think the Queen does a good job at the moment?
Yeah.
It would seem that children were apathetic towards the Jubilee celebrations, but I think, looking back, perhaps we were inspired by our parents, and perhaps we are the ones who are inspiring our children now, and that the enthusiasm that appears is us inspiring them, although they are just seem disinterested. I think it's perhaps on the surface, really.
I'm all in favour of the monarchy. I think it's marvellous. I believe it's the only thing that stood the test of these troublesome times we've been in. They have been above politics. They have been honest. They have told us what will happen, and it's happened. And the politicians make promises, and they don't happen. And today, this is our way of showing the monarchy that we're behind them very strongly. Very strongly.
You're going to call out your names in alphabetical order. When you come up, just tell your name to Mr. Woodley so that he can cross it off. So if your name begins with B, you should be ready. Ian Ball. Patricia Ball. Now we come to the C's. Jennifer Casemore, Shirley Casemore, Simone Charlton, Kerry Christopher, Kim Christopher, Louise Christopher, and Neil Christopher. Martin, Sarah, and Stephen Cox. Jacqueline Clanton.
Gonna write a little letter, gonna mail it to a lovely Jay. It's a rocking little letter, and I want my jockey to play. Whoa, back over and got it again today. Well, she feels like a mower and dances like a spring top.
Good. Not me, no, indeed. No, Mr. Carey got it going. He's a barbecue specialist, you know. Yeah. Well, there you are. Well worth. Don't get good. And you rule the waves. Britain never, never, never shall be saved.
She shares the lovely wine. Well done, Colin. And if the